Welcome back to the Goofy Podcast. Yeah, I'm here again, Fernando. I'm with
Jolie.
Alex.
Lynn.
All right, let's get started. Who has a story to tell? Because I have one, but
Oh, you want to say the best for last, right?
it's not the best for us.
Okay, then start.
I mean, okay, fine. Did y'all hear about the leak for GTA 6?
No.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw that.
Yeah, it's a huge leak, or it's like a hacker that downloaded like 80 videos
Mm-hmm.
and he released them all, but it's early development.
Wait,
Super
like
early.
downloaded from where? Is it
From the game development,
Rockstar Games.
from Rockstar or whatever.
damn.
And people were like shitting on the game. They're like, dude, this game looks it looks trash. Like, no shit. It's fucking early development. It's like, what the fuck? Of course it's gonna look like ass.
Wait, so when is the release date? Or when is it?
I don't know. They haven't even announced the game.
2030?
So
How do they know they're working on it?
Sure. I mean, we all thought they were working on it, but they never well, actually, maybe they did confirm it because they said it was going to be a girl protagonist.
The Bonnie and Clyde type deal.
But they still didn't release any footage or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it's too early for that.
But the guy, he said he had other videos and he sent Rockstar an email. It's like, hey yo, here's my email. I have other videos and I can release them.
ransom.
Yeah, basically, it's like, pay me and I won't release them. But I think he's going to jail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
Rockstar is huge, and they
But okay, so I mean, it's just okay, why is it illegal? Did he sign an NDA or why is it illegal to post?
because it's not it's not his property.
is videos property?
I think
It's not his
right?
yeah,
I think it's
it's-
like IP. I think it's like intellectual
It's not
property.
his content or his material to share. So
Also, yeah, if you did hack into it, I think hacking's illegal.
If somebody hacked into your shit and was like, "Give me money and I won't release your nudes," wouldn't you sue?
Do you want to go to jail?
Can I report that to the police?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
Probably.
He probably has a nude from the Rockstar CEO.
But people are saying that he's already going to jail or because he went completely silent.
Mhm.
So either he got paid off or he's at jail.
I'm pretty sure if he's a hacker, they probably couldn't hack or track his IP address though.
I
I
mean,
mean, he
maybe.
probably covered his bases.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean, it's Rockstars. It's when GTA 6 comes out, it's gonna make fucking billions.
It is.
GTA 5 made billions,
It looks
and
so good too.
it's been fucking years since
Mhm.
Man,
when
I
you
feel like
GTA.
it's gonna get horrible reviews because there's gonna be there's so much people love GTA 5 and I don't think it's gonna live up to the hype because when the hype is that insane, no matter how good your game is, it's not gonna live up to it.
No,
Maybe.
it looks pretty good and it's in early development. I was literally looking at the pictures and I was like, did someone reenact this?
I did see a tweet, but I thought it was fake as hell because it was
No, right?
really bad fucking picture of the main character just standing there on the side of the road, but he's borderline pixelated.
No, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I mean, the graphics look alright, but it could look a little better. I didn't know it was in early
That's because they have a whole story, right?
It's not even
with
alpha
GTA.
yet. It's not even beta. Alpha is nothing. It's barely. It's probably be another 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh
2
my
to 3 years.
God.
Well, what was the timeline between GTA 4 and GTA 5?
Short. I mean, I don't know if short, but
But GTA
all
5
the
came out in
GTA San Andreas and then GTA Vice City.
Mhm.
All those games they came out back to back to
Yeah.
back, and then GTA 5 I was all right, let's wait 15 years before the new one, or what? It's been.
Well, it came
it's
out
been
in
a long, long
2015.
time.
2015, yeah, it's about to be 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. It's dude.
Well, maybe what Lynn said, because GTA 5 was so hyped, and maybe they thought oh, they couldn't live up to it, and then they were like, no, we could do better, so they just came up with this story.
I mean, GTA 5 came out in the 360, I think.
No.
No,
Maybe they had a version for the 360, but I don't think it came out for the.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the big deal for the PS4 and the
Yeah,
Xbox
it was the
One.
PS4 and the
Xbox One.
PC.
No,
I don't
it came
think it
out
was
the
PC.
360.
Yeah, I'm sure they had a version for.
And it came out PlayStation 3, 360, the Xbox One, PlayStation 4.
What
and
year
the
did it
PlayStation
come
5.
out? 2015. Right?
2014, 2015, around that timeline.
Release date.
Because I was living in Michigan when it came out.
It's just GTA 5, 2013.
That's
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I remember it. I remember it was sophomore year. That. It's crazy.
I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, the games are harder to make now because you know you have to put so much in. Like GTA San Andreas is like looks like ass, and I mean it's a fun game for what it was, but you know it's way easier to make San Andreas than make GTA 5.
Yeah, most definitely.
It should have more detail, more story, more gameplay, more mechanics. So it takes more time, but damn, so long. It's like holy shit.
Is GTA their only game?
No, they make
They used to have Midnight Club. That shit went hard.
Yeah.
And then rip.
they make Red Dead Redemption too.
Oh, did they? That's
Yeah.
crazy. My dad plays that.
The Red Dead Redemption is so good too.
I
Really?
played the first one. I never played the second.
The second one is so damn good.
My dad has all of them.
It's long and it's slower, but it's just the story is so good.
So is it like you're following like a story? Like,
yeah,
so like, are you choosing like your own pathway, or are you
I
just
mean,
following
it's
a narrative?
It's an open world game.
Oh,
like
okay.
you can go do missions like GTA. You can go do side quests and stuff, but like you follow them, you still do the main
Oh, okay.
missions.
I think in the first one, I think all I got to was like Mexico. Like once you got to Mexico, I quit. I was like,
The first one?
yeah.
Why?
I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. I started getting busy with school.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
actually played it?
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I don't know. I don't ever expect I should just sit down and like.
No,
play
I mean
it.
that was one of the only games I actually sat down and tried to play. But like I said, I'm not really known for being a gamer, so
The only thing, anytime I imagine you playing video games by yourself, I imagine you having the Wii gun. Just playing God of War.
But that was lit as fuck. I remember when it was called. Damn, that shit. Oh my gosh, it takes me so
Is
back.
it iZombie?
No, it was like an actual COD
Yeah,
game.
COD 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was called something Reflexes, but it was so fucking clean because I was in there spinning,
Oh my god.
trying to murk nibbles.
What's your favorite like single player game? Do you have one?
This might count.
No, it's not a single player game.
Goofy
Well, a
as hell.
story driven single player game.
Yeah, it's not no multiplayer. I mean, it can have co-op, I guess.
I have one.
What's yours?
The Walking Dead.
Like the
Telltale?
Telltale game?
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that is a really good game to play if you ever have the chance.
I only played the first one, like with Clementine and what was his
Lee.
name? And Lee.
Do you know what game I actually did play? It was Borderlands. I don't know if that one counts.
I don't know. Like Borderlands was cool, but maybe the experience was ruined because they were like, "Oh, play Borderlands with me." I'm like, "All right, like let's get it." And then tell me why I'm sitting in the back and they're speedrunning. I'm not even playing the game, bro. Like,
Two things. Like, one,
Oh,
what you
two
play
things.
with?
I think it was Juan.
That's your mistake. No one wanted because that also happened to me. They invited me to play Destiny, and I was like, "Wow, okay." And I was new to
I
Destiny.
mean, I wasn't getting clapped like him.
There's nothing I could do. I was level 1 and they were level like 60 or whatever.
Oh no, we started a new game, but it's just they knew what to do, and like
Oh, so you were getting clapped because you were ass.
I wasn't getting clapped. I just was walking around aimlessly. Like I would shoot at enemies, but I wouldn't know what I was doing. And like the whole thing is based off drops and like who you kill.
Yeah.
And so like literally good shit would drop and they'd snipe that shit. And then I'm not still running around like level 2 weapons, just running around.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't really playing the game for myself. I didn't really know the story because they were just speedrunning. Like I was just like I would be with them, but like I don't know. I got bored because I was like, "What am I doing?" I'm just at this point. I'm playing a game where I just shoot things, because I wasn't really playing.
I don't know. I mean, I played that game and I was like leveling up because I used the Berserker.
It's fun.
I used the Berserker and I started leveling him up, put 1 point into his little thing.
Yeah.
Slowly, but I was getting him up.
This is not my favorite game, but like I like it. I like Borderlands. What's your favorite game, man?
I probably have to say Sunshine.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
Smash.
Mario
Man, it's
That's
crazy.
true.
I was ready, but I guess never mind.
Actually, I did play Mario Galaxy though. That game was so fun. I remember I was sitting there with the Wii just shooting things with the stars.
It's either that or Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 went hard as well too. It's not just the childhood games.
Now you just play Smash 24/7.
That was a goofy as hell. Not even. I barely play. It's a blessed day when I get to play Smash Bros.
Barely play.
My little just busy, bro.
Every time I get here, he's playing Smash.
He needs to split his time between hoes and work.
And Smash. Well, I guess.
I got school, bro. Ain't no time for that.
Oh, okay.
I only get graced by Smash time when the homies are around. But besides that, I don't play Smash.
You call it smash time when the homies are around?
Yeah, I smash my bros.
Ah, shit.
Are you gonna hit it with the no homo after you say
Oh yeah,
that?
no.
It's goofy.
Oh, you want to be full homo or what?
No. I mean, I feel like that's what you like all the time.
What you mean?
Your goofy ass videos. So, what are your stories? You said you had something.
I don't know. I just wanted to talk about conspiracy theories.
Okay, go
I want
ahead.
to see what y'all thought.
What's your first conspiracy theory?
No, it's
Bush
because
did 9/11.
I don't know. No, it's because I was watching the TikTok.
The moon shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think? Like, do you think we actually landed on the moon for real?
Oh my god.
No, I'm genuinely asking. You know, I'm not gonna say I believe it or I don't believe it. I'm just asking. I want to see what you think.
I have no reason to believe we didn't, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Because there's like a lot of proof. You know?
I figured you was gonna say that.
It's
like what type of proof are you talking about though?
No, I mean, I'd have to look it up. Actually, I actually can look it up. But like some people will be like saying like with the whole like wind thing, because you know how like apparently the flag moved whenever he put it down, and a couple other things.
Because like if there's no gravity, wouldn't the flag just go like?
But it does have gravity. It's just not as
The moon?
Yeah. I mean, when they jump, they come down. They don't just float.
There's gravity. There's no wind.
I don't know about the wind thing, but there is gravity.
The only thing about it is like it's just like your weight. Like I feel like if you jumped high enough on the moon, you would like.
No, there's gravity. It's just. I think
Is it really?
Yeah, there's gravity. There's a reason they come back down, bro.
I thought it was just heavy shoes. They put like rocks in there.
even if they had heavy shoes, like they still have to. A force would still be pulling them down. No matter how heavy their shoes are, if there was no gravity, they'd just infinitely go in that direction.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or maybe like they're tied to ropes to the spaceship.
I mean, but no, there was no ropes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but the wind, like, is it like 100% that there's no wind in the moon?
Yes, that's.
I mean,
that's the thing.
it's a vacuum
because winds are caused by
particles moving, like
the atmosphere.
I think it's magnetic fields on the Earth.
Oh, I don't know about
I
that.
feel like there's still magnetic fields probably on the moon. Though.
No, but I mean, just to have wind,
It's not strong
you need particles, like oxygen. You need like air basically, and there's no air in space. It's a vacuum.
But the moon is not technically only space.
It doesn't have an atmosphere.
Oh yeah, that's why there's no.
It doesn't have any kind of atmosphere. It's just barren. It's
So
just
how does
a
it have
vacuum.
gravity?
Yeah, there's no atmosphere on the moon, so there's no wind on the moon to blow it away.
Oh, I don't know what this means, but it has 1.62 ms squared gravity.
Oh,
And
that's
Earth has 9.
9.8. Yeah, so that has
Has a little bit.
Significantly less.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, like the moon is definitely different from our gravity, but it does have gravity.
On the next episode of the Goofy Podcast, I was gonna be like, bro, the Earth is flat.
Yeah, there's proof. I mean, I don't know, like, cause like the philosophy I have, and it doesn't mean I'm a flat earther or any of that, but it's kind of like, if I don't see it, I'm not gonna be like, bruh, And I didn't come up with the math, I agree with the math, I believe it, but at the same time, it's kind of like,
I'm glad.
You never know.
There's no way the Earth
You
is
literally
flat.
watched Dr. Stone, the best science.
I believe it too. It's so lit.
No,
Like, I fuck
there's
with
just
it.
no way, because like theoretically, if the Earth was flat, we wouldn't be able to like use satellites how we use satellites.
No, I mean, I know.
what I'm saying?
Like, I don't hop on the flat Earth.
Yeah,
thing,
'cause-
I'm just trying to make the example. Like, if
You have an
If
open
you're not-
mind
I mean,
to some things.
to
but not
some
all.
things, but not.
But
not
some
all
things
that,
you're
yeah.
like, hell no, I'm not changing my mind.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say yeah.
if it's religion, hell no.
I mean, it depends, bro. It
I
depends.
mean, it depends on what.
It depends on what you're talking about.
Religion.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, no, because I mean, like,
Would you ever change your mind on anything that has to do with religion?
if it's something I've been taught ever since I was a child, probably not.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
but if it's something that's like like with the whole like Judas thing, like have you heard about how like some people believe that Judas was kind of doomed, like Judas Iscariot, the guy that betrayed Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have the theory that that it was prophesied, and because it was prophesied, that means like, you know, it had to be true, you know, or had to come to reality.
It had to be Judas.
And so a lot of people have the belief that, you know, basically Judas was doomed to, you know, to betray God and, you know, basically go to hell. And, you know, some people are like, well, that wasn't really fair because, you know, someone had to do it.
Okay.
And so, you know, it was just his destiny, you know, to
But then
become
also,
a traitor.
wasn't the whole thing too that like the devil was inside Judas or something?
There's theories,
and
yeah.
then like the devil was trying to not have, was trying to stop Jesus to not kill himself. But Jesus was like, hell no, you have the ideals. You have to like,
yeah. I mean, that's
following
because
the
like,
devil. I'm gonna kill myself.
it's a whole story, and that's why I like those kind of stories because, you know, it's like, one, they teach you a lot, and also, you know, you get a lot of stuff that, you know, you never would have thought about, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Wouldn't that be
did
like contradictory though? Like if Judas was the devil, like why would the devil want like Jesus to like die? If Judas knew like he turned in Jesus, he knew that he would be like killed.
No, yeah, I know, but it's the fact that he betrayed Jesus because he not only, you know, like made it possible for Jesus to die, but he also, you know, he threw him under the bus.
Oh.
You know, he also, you know, he did a lot of stuff that, you know, if you were a Christian, you probably shouldn't be doing. You know.
No problem.
But that's besides the point. You know, like what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I have not seen the Earth, the globe. So I cannot with 100% certainty. I'll say with 99% certainty that it's a globe.
See, I'll
99.9.
I'll give you this. Like the first landing on the moon did it happen? I don't know, because at that time it was like the whole
Cold War,
the
space race, yeah,
the space race. So like they could have just made it up to be like, hey, we won.
I know, yeah.
So the first one, maybe it was fake. I don't know. But I feel like since then, there's no way we haven't landed on the moon.
I mean, that's the thing. We haven't been ever since.
Like I feel like the first moon landing is the most important. You know.
I mean, but I mean, like that's why you probably faked it because it was.
No, but that's the thing. I don't think we've been ever since.
You think so?
We haven't.
I don't know.
Like the next try. No, like the next try we did. I think, or
Apollo
it was
13?
either the one before or the one after. Like it blew up. And that was the last. I think it was Apollo 13. Like it literally blew up in the sky, and that's when they were like, you know what, we're not doing this anymore.
I don't know, because like recently they did what's this the mission they did?
The SpaceX one?
Yeah, what's it called? What's the name of it? It was like they launched a rocket
that
had like the potential to send humans to space or to the moon or whatever.
I do remember hearing
but
that.
It was just a test. Yeah. There was no people in
Okay, so there were 6 crewed U.S. landings between 1969 and 1972, and numerous uncrewed landings. There was no soft landings that happened between 1976 and 2013. So there was a big gap where we didn't do anything, but there was multiple landings in between in those 3 years.
To the moon, like with people?
Yeah.
What about after 2013?
It doesn't say. I was just cuts off there. But I mean, also we're not the only nation to go there. There's been 7 nations to have orbited.
Yeah, I'm assuming that there's been people on the moon since now.
It was Apollo.
The first one, I don't know, maybe
that blew up. Apollo 1 blew up, and then Apollo 13 died. 3 people died in flames while lying on their backs in the moon ship in a routine ground test for their what's it called?
I don't know. I don't know very much of it. Like I haven't really, looked into it, but I do know that, they kind of slowed their roll because they were like, it's too dangerous to do that.
But like, if you already made it once, why wouldn't you be able to make it back?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's because my theory is that
I don't know.
Like maybe they did, but like my theory is if we never landed on the moon, we only faked it because Russia was also trying to get there.
That's what it was, the whole space race. So like, hey, we got there first.
Yeah.
Get fucked. But I don't know. They had something to gain by faking it.
So percentage-wise, what do you think?
Like what if you were like 50-50?
Like right? No, he's definitely not 50-50. I feel like you're kind of certain that they did land it, right?
I don't know. I mean, like
the worst part is like I'm not very like educated on like this. Obviously, I could do a lot more research and like bring better facts to the table, and that's why I wish Mr. Gasco was here because I think I brought this shit up to him. I brought this shit up to him back in high school, and then he bro, I was fucking shocked, bro. He was hitting me with right hooks, left hooks onto why the moon landing did happen, And obviously I don't remember all that
See,
shit.
there you go.
but like,
We lost already. If Mr. Gaskell said we landed on the moon,
Mr. Gaskell,
we fucking landed on the moon.
Yeah.
No?
I don't know. Science teachers will sit there and tell you that we did, but it's like,
I mean, but they're also studied, so you know that's why
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has a little bit more of a leg to stand on. You know, 'cause-
Yeah, no shit. What do you think?
no,
I said?
but you're only learning what you were taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if you were
That's
taught,
I mean,
we did land on the moon, it's 100%, then you're gonna believe that.
what
but
are
like,
you
that's
like
true,
fed?
because,
But,
like, I mean-
no, but Gaskell was also using like scientific, like it wasn't like, oh, like stuff he's been taught. It was like he was using like not theories, but scientific like proof, like scientifically proving that we did land on the moon, and scientifically disproving all the proof that what's it called, that they provided as to why we didn't land on the moon.
Mhm.
So I you know, his argument felt like sound and safe. It didn't feel like there was any holes or anything. You know, well, back to when I listened to it.
Should
The
ask
one
him
that
out-
you don't remember.
Should I ask him out the window?
Okay,
No, he answered that. I forgot what it was, but he did
How did
answer
you
that.
forget what that was?
Bro,
It has been long.
it's a long time. And the way Gaskell speaks too, he speaks in like,
You remember?
Science.
yeah, he speaks in science. You
I
know,
was
shit.
with him for 2 years.
Dude, no joke. Because I've like recently finished Breaking Bad.
Oh my god,
Dude.
motherfucker said bald and bald connected.
No, not only are they bald, they both have glasses.
Oh.
They both have the same like body shape. They're both like skinny,
Yeah.
and they both wear the same clothes.
But Gaskell never had any facial hair.
Oh, I'm okay. Tam, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're fucking identical twins. I'm just saying they're like kind of similar.
Did you rewatch Breaking Bad or like
The
did
first
you
time I
watch
did.
it? Oh, okay.
There was just I got a TikTok from Breaking Bad too, and it looked pretty cool. It was like the scene where he I guess it's like some kind of drug lord with like curly hair. He pulls up. He's like, "Where's the 100? I think he said 100,000 like pounds of like the chemical."
The
And he was
chemical?
like, he's like, "It's not coming." And he's like, "Wait, what the fuck you mean it ain't coming?" He's like, "Nah, bro, you're dealing with me now." Like you remember that part?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was like, "No, that part looked kind of clean."
Where he says like, "Say my name."
Yes, that part. Yeah, he's like, "You know who I am." He's like, "Who are you, bro?"
Like you know, say my name.
I was like, "Damn, that scene was kind of crazy." It was pretty cool.
Heisenberg. Goddamn right. No, it's a good. It's like the show is slow. Like it's pretty slow and stuff, but it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like when it gets going, it's good. Like I like there's a lot of characters I really like. And so many characters I fucking hate. Like the wife, oh my god. The two sisters basically is just oh my god. If they died, I didn't care.
Damn.
There's so many deaths in the show.
Really?
A lot of people died in.
Like from like overdoses or like
No, I mean
Drug lords, there's gonna be guns.
there's only one person that died from overdose.
Oh really?
Uh,
Like a main character? Did you like that character?
yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's not main character; it's like support character.
Oh, okay.
She was okay.
She.
She, I mean, yeah, she was good. But dude, Walter White, even though he's a good character, like in how they wrote him, he's such an asshole.
Yeah.
He's like because it's cool because in the beginning he was like he was like strict to the law.
Wasn't he a chemistry teacher?
Yeah, he's a chemistry teacher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
But
guess. Same thing. Science.
No, I
They're
felt
both
so hard at
sciencey.
chemistry.
It's all both sciencey, but in the beginning he was like to the books. Like I can't break no law. I gotta be clean. And then towards the end, he's like, dude, I don't. He's like Breaking Bad. He's like he goes fucking bad. He's like
he goes back to the bones.
he's like, dude, don't fuck with Walter White.
Jesus.
He
So
will
what is
fuck
he?
you up.
So at the end, he just becomes like the biggest drug lord, or what?
Basically,
Damn.
but he's like, he has cancer, so he's gonna die. He's from the very first episode, he had cancer. That's the whole show. That's why he went Breaking Bad. Because he's like, I have cancer. Fuck it, I'm gonna get money.
Mm.
That's the whole premise.
That does he give it out to charity?
No, he's like he's trying to get money for his family. So when he dies, his family has money. We're going.
No, it's just I kind of want to bring back. We talked about like the moon, but I kind of want to talk about like kind of space and the unknown, just because I found that shit so fucking fascinating.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So like I don't know. like, have you ever just sat down and tried to think about like how massive the universe is? Like, it's just how insignificant we are. It's like fucking wild.
I mean, it's too much to think about.
It hurts to think about. Like, I don't know. Like, to think like, oh, we think someone across the planet is far from us. You know, it's like, bro, like we think celebrities are so like far away, and like imagine like it's just, and then it's just stacks like what you're thinking and thinking and thinking. It's like crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
it is crazy to think.
And it like sucks because like I feel like, well, I know in my lifetime I won't see like space exploration like the way you see it in movies or like the way you see it like, you know, general. Like I think that's just so
I don't know, like would you want to do that though?
Yes, that sounds so fucking cool.
Elon Musk is working on it.
Even if I don't do it, because I'll probably be like fucking 105. It's like, take that fucking about to die, dude. It's like, probably not.
You'll get a heart attack on the way out.
You never know. They're working on a chip that you can put in your head and you can live in like the metaverse.
See, like that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that is like crazy.
Yeah, like, ooh, like I can't. I don't
know, like honest question, like if y'all could live forever, would y'all do it?
No.
Yes and no. Like if I could like,
who said I'm gonna put chips in my families?
No, say like we hit like the metaverse kind of thing, or like if I could put myself in like a robot kind of thing, and then my consciousness is in the robot, but then I have a chance to like self-destruct, I'll do it.
Huh?
You have a chance to self-destruct now.
I mean, yeah, but
honestly,
like, I would die by old age. But like the robot, I can live forever until
until you don't want to
self-destruct.
I'd only want to live forever if I was like Wolverine. You know, like I
what
just,
the fuck?
I just stayed at like the most optimal like age.
Oh, okay.
And I don't actually age.
You never age?
Yeah, I stay at my most optimal, like my peak, my peak.
Six pack.
He seems like depressed all the time though.
The only thing that sucks, I wouldn't be able to drink. Actually, never mind. I take it back.
Why wouldn't you be able to drink?
Because his healing factor doesn't allow him to get drunk.
Right, he doesn't get drunk. He still drinks, but
I mean, if you could make yourself into a body that doesn't age, that has healing factors like that, wouldn't you be able to just make an alcohol that gets you drunk?
No, it's a healing factor. Like it basically you heal from anything, like regardless. Like if you wanted to bleed, you imagine you like just cutting yourself and you can't make yourself bleed.
I mean, I guess you could be able to work out or you just be on steroids.
Yeah, but just make like an alcohol and it's like 4 parts alcohol, 1 part gasoline.
No.
I mean, Wolverine can still bleed. It just it heals.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, but like the whole thing is like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there is a thresh. I don't know. I feel like no matter what he does, he can't get drunk.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like he could drink straight 99% fucking isopropyl alcohol. So it'd be, you know.
I mean, he'll definitely survive.
Does like drinking matters to you that much? For like be Wolverine? Nah, fuck that. Dude, if you really had the option to be Wolverine, you
well, like okay, so like imagine, so like no, okay, well no. See, because I was thinking, so like obviously I would have to live through a lot of sad shit or like have to
I'm not saying take the life of Wolverine, but have his abilities.
No, but like I'm still living forever. That means I have to live and see everything. You know, there's gonna be times where like I'll be sad.
Outlive your friends, outlive your family.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, I could just chill back, relax, drink, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Can't do that. I can't even just sit back and relax.
Yeah.
The only girl that ever loved you for you was killed by your brother.
Oh damn! But yeah,
that's sad.
That's a big drawback, honestly. And maybe if I could, I don't know if I could just ask for being able to keep all the good and then still be able to like, feel something.
Like if I could do the self-destruct thing, yeah, sure.
I mean, theoretically, if you could put like your consciousness into a chip and then put it in like the metaverse or put it in a robot, you probably wouldn't be able to get drunk like that either.
I know, yeah. Like, he doesn't care, so it doesn't matter.
I wouldn't care either, bro.
I mean, either choose death or keep living but don't have all the...
Bro, you'd rather be in a robot than be fucking Wolverine?
Mr. Reservoir.
That's what that's the option you chose.
No, I mean,
because we didn't have options. You said I'm gonna be a robot. I'm like, I'm gonna be Wolverine.
Because I mean, what's more realistic? Us being able to fucking put ourselves in a robot or fucking being Wolverine?
I guess.
That's what I was going for. Because
it's more realistic because like we don't ever see this chip in our entire life.
I mean, probably, yeah. But like,
I mean, there's talk that shit's already getting made.
I mean, yeah.
That's because I saw Vsauce video of Michael here.
Michael. world here.
He was like talking about death and stuff, and he went to go talk to like a death therapist, I guess you could say, and he also went to go. Yeah,
is it just not a
Medium?
therapist?
I mean, some people just have a hard time,
I'm one of those
coping
people.
with like death and stuff.
Alright.
Like some people have a really hard time, with the idea of like, oh, at one point,
Yeah, you're just not gonna.
You're just
do
not
this.
I
gonna
mean,
be
I get that, but
I can't
I
do
thought
that.
it would just be a regular therapist that talks about.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's
I
like
mean,
different.
having specialists is
Yeah.
like such a good thing because then you know.
Yeah, I just didn't know you could specialize in death therapy, but maybe
You
yeah.
can specialize in anything. I think it feels like doctors
You
like
specialize in
some doctors.
whooping ass, bro.
Oh,
But
yeah.
shut
UFC
up.
motherfuckers.
Alright.
There's ass whooping and shit. No,
Well,
but
No, yeah, but he talked to them, and then he also went to like this company. I don't know what company. I don't know what the company's called, or I forgot. But it's basically a company that has people in like cryo sleep, or like just in case there is such thing as a
Disney.
Walt Disney.
yeah, kind of like.
I was about to say that. Michael Jackson.
Is he? Oh, I didn't even
He's
know.
gone, bro. He died.
Bro, he is not gone.
It's like conspiracy theories. Bro.
I don't know. If I died though, do not bring me back.
Imagine you die, you go see
Bro.
show. You come back,
Imagine-
you're not the same.
Imagine you die and like you're at the gates of heaven and like, oh, it's perfect, everything's good. You don't have nothing to worry about, no bills, no money, no food, no hate, nothing. And then some asshole down here brings you back and it's like,
You mad
welcome to
Bill
the
Ferrando?
shit show.
Like, okay,
Trust me, I'm not
obviously-
bringing him back.
That's horrible.
Not gonna be-
Isn't that what you wanted?
Okay, let me explain. So, what's the thing when they shock your ass? Brrr, you know?
Yeah.
The defibrillator.
Yeah, if they're bringing me back to that's fine. But like, if I've been dead for like 5 years and they got my head frozen, I'm like, bro, I'm gone, bro.
Leave me.
Yeah. Like, maybe it'd be cool if like they bring me back just to see space exploration. But then what happens? I just go back to being dead. Like I'm gonna die for a second time. Like I'm pretty sure it's already tough dealing with death. But once I'm gonna just do that shit again.
Bro, what if they just bring you back and they're like, Lynn, we could save you, but only your head and your consciousness. We had to leave your body, all your limbs
Bro,
behind.
I'll be
You're
that-
just a head.
I'm gonna be that fucking. You know, have you ever seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I think so.
You see the brain in the little robot thing? I'm like,
Oh.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's Lynn.
Oh hell no.
I was gonna say Futurama. Futurama has those.
Oh
things.
yeah, they do.
Nah, I would
Man, I
not.
hated Futurama.
Why?
I don't know. It just like every time I watched it, I got like, what's the word? Like uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, like I was like, man, I hope the future ain't like this.
Oh my
I mean, don't like robots have depression in that show?
god. I mean, what's his name? Bender?
Bender, yeah.
I don't know if he was the
I was like, where the fuck did the Cyclops shit come from? Like, I was like, what happened?
I didn't really watch that show that much, but I mean,
I
it
didn't
was
watch
good.
Adult
That's fine.
Swim. I only watched Toonami. I didn't watch Family Guy
I watched Family Guy.
or Futurama.
I watched Family Guy too.
Really? It's crazy. I don't know. I was a good kid, bro.
I
That
mean-
was on Adult Swim. I was like, I logging off.
You never like fell asleep with Nickelodeon on and you woke up at like 3 a.m. to
I
like,
had like Fresh Prince of Bel Air on. It was like,
or what was Adult Swim? Cartoon Network, right?
yeah, Cartoon Network's Adult Swim, but like, yeah.
Nick at Night was good.
But like all those shows, like The Simpsons, Family Guy, what was the other one? South Park.
Oh, so
I never I watched those, but I never I didn't watch all of it.
Me neither.
Oh.
I always thought they were very episodic.
I just could watch an episode.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I've seen all of Family Guy.
Really?
Yeah.
that's fucking wild.
I still watch it because they come out with like the new seasons and
That's
stuff. I
insane.
still watch it.
It's still going on.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, there's still shows. SpongeBob, Pokemon.
The Simpsons still going on too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
SpongeBob is gone, bro.
I think no.
Yeah.
Is it actually gone?
I think they announced it like
What?
SpongeBob.
Oh no.
I swear to God, they were like, "Oh, this is the final season."
Maybe.
Was it with the movie or something?
I don't think it was a movie. I think they just announced
No,
it. Like,
because they did. They made a spin-off show, the Camp Coral, on Paramount.
no, but they're not releasing any more like SpongeBob seasons, are they?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know. I can't see them fucking ending in SpongeBob. That's wild.
Dude, the original SpongeBob
Steven
died.
Spielberg? Yeah, but I mean, SpongeBob ain't the same no more. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said Steven Spielberg?
That's not his name.
I was like, what? That's the guy that made Jurassic Park and stuff. And
Stephen.
E.T. I doubt he made.
What's his name?
His name is Stephen, though.
It is Steven. All right.
Stevens.
No, is it? Hillenberg.
I don't know what the SpongeBob name, but
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah.
I don't know what the voice actor. Just knew that was wrong. What the fuck was I gonna say? What are you looking up, Alex?
I'm looking up the SpongeBob seasons if they're renewing it. I mean, it says, I think Tom Kenny.
Steven Hillenberg.
I was right.
Yeah. I mean, the second time, sure.
Yeah, but you caught me. I thought I was right. It sounds the same. Steven Spielberg, Steven Hillenberg. Yeah.
He was Potty the parrot.
Honest mistake.
Dude, what's talking about? You were talking about space. Another thing, like imagining how big space is. Like the closest, the closest galaxy? What's its name?
Andromeda.
Is like apparently it's gonna crash into ours eventually.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be fucking what, like years of fucking millions of years later or whatever. But that shit is like the closest to us, and that shit's still light years away.
Yeah.
It's
I think
like,
a human
and that's
race would be like-
and there's how many fucking galaxies? It's just like, dude,
No, like the crazy part is like
it's a galaxy. It's
like
not like
the stars we observe. It's like, you know, they existed. But there's some stars we can observe that existed before the Earth did, and that's fucking wild. Like
and some of them are already dead, bro.
Yeah.
No, most of them are already dead.
Yeah, we it just hasn't caught up to us.
Yeah, it's just fucking wild.
I saw this one post that was like, if there was like artificial or not artificial, like if there was like intelligent life out there, and they like look at Earth through like a telescope, and they're like hundreds of billions of light years away. If they look into a telescope right now, they would see dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean, even then, it depends on like how far away they are. Also,
Sure, it's a powerful fucking telescope.
Yeah, it's just the light. The light is traveling.
I get it.
I mean,
Talk about the vastness of space. Next conspiracy theory, bro. What do you think about aliens?
Alien what? Like
Like,
aliens?
do they exist?
Yeah, definitely. See, I don't think they're like advanced to like.
So you think they're lower than us?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's no fucking way. I'm talking about just life in general. There's no way there's no life.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I definitely believe they're more advanced than us. I can believe that they're more. No, the only reason I say that is because even say they're like millions of years more advanced than us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think it's possible to travel as fast as the speed of light, or even faster? Because because I think the Andromeda galaxy is like, so many light years away that it's ridiculous.
To get there,
yeah, like, even if it was theoretically possible to travel the speed of light.
Yeah, they're advanced than us, but not too advanced.
Well, not even too advanced. Like, is it even like physically possible to travel faster than the speed of light?
I mean, probably. I mean, if
you think so? Wormholes are predicted, bro. I think Stephen Hawking was.
Where like you just teleport to a different part of space.
Yeah.
So
like
you don't even have to travel that much.
Like wormholes and stuff.
I mean, that was like the whole Stephen Hawking like.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that could be a thing, but like even then, that means you have to know the intricacies of like where the wormholes.
Well, definitely. I don't know the way I see it, and I was like talking to Lynn earlier about this because Lynn's also on that like 100% aliens exist.
I think so too. Yeah.
I don't think so. Just even if they do, this is why I'm still gonna be on the train that they don't exist. It's because like even if like let's say that they do exist, we're talking about the vastness of space. We're talking about how much time it'll take for us to like meet them.
Sure.
I guess. In theory, let's say they're like 100,000, let's say they're on the next galaxy, Andromeda.
Sure.
We already established that it's going to be like, hundreds of thousands of light years away, so that's like, hundreds of thousands of years going at the speed of light, right? That means we will probably never fucking see them, bro. So by that logic, that means they don't exist, because...
I mean...
Because we're never even gonna see them. So
I mean, that's the whole like. You hear a tree fall and
in the forest, did it really fall?
Yeah, it's like that's the whole thing. But like, yes, it did fall. Like but just because you didn't see it, but squirrel near the fucking tree saw it, so it fell.
I know that it's not the same thing, but just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
No, I get it, but I mean, but even if like let's say it was like the only way. I'll just put it like this. The only way I will kind of, start loosening up with the idea that aliens might exist is if humans ourselves can, find a way to create life from its very, very, like, I guess, like, most basic, elements. You know.
That's what's gonna like.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, because I mean, humans can't recreate life like that. Like we, like there's no
working
way
on
for
Or
us
they
to.
make-
artificially
making the
create
dodo
life
bird.
like from like cell.
What does it have to do with if aliens exist?
That's what I'm saying. Those
No,
are, like,
because like if we can create
That means
it,
someone
then
else
that
can
means
do it.
there's a chance that that it can happen elsewhere.
outside.
Because the way I see it is that the odds of life happening, like I forgot where I saw it. It was like in like a YouTube video, I think, or it was like an article. But the odds of us like actually life existing, life in general, are like stupid low, like infinitely low.
Okay.
So and that happened. It just so happened that the conditions were just right. Even on planet Earth.
Okay.
Now imagine that, but it happening again.
Okay. So you say it's infinitely low, so we got
Yeah.
extremely fucking lucky.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Infinitely low. You know how infinitely big
I know.
the universe is?
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're
that
right.
shit is like, even if it's
You're
infinitely
right,
low,
you're
it's
right.
infinitely big
You're
and
right.
bigger getting.
You're right. But
So it's
again,
like the chances of it happening, I think, are still high.
I get it. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know, like-
high is like the wrong word. I feel like
Or
like
I think it's likely.
well, like,
like,
no,
because-
not even like I think it's certain. Like that life exists. It's just like fucking.
Like
it
what
could-
stage are they?
No, not even stage. It's just like where are they? They could not even be in this fucking Milky Way galaxy, but they could be fucking like millions of light years
Who
away.
cares where they're at?
You're right. But
Even
like,
if they're like, dude, they're fucking the closest to us, which is Andromeda or whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? We're not gonna see them. They could be in Andromeda, or they could be fucking the furthest galaxy away from us. Who cares?
yeah, but no, I believe for certain that they exist.
Yeah,
For
like-
certain, yeah.
Because aliens, I'm not saying like aliens and like us. I'm just saying life. Our life is aliens. So any type of life is like, dude, if there's a lizard in
But
Andromeda,
one
it's
thing I
like-
will say, anything that they've said, like, oh, flying saucer, anything that anyone has seen about aliens on Earth, I completely believe it's false.
yeah,
I do not believe any of the sightings or any of the things, or even that Area 51 has aliens. I do not believe that shit is
Obviously, yeah.
false. That shit, like,
Because like if they have the technology to come here, one, why they come here like in the Egyptian area or like when they make the pyramids?
Yeah.
Like why they come only to that? Second, why not come again if you have the technology for that? It's like
I don't know. Maybe they're just watching. I don't
Maybe
know.
they saw Hitler and was like, mm-mm.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I'm not
You have the
messing with
technology
that.
already. Just come over again.
I mean, but that's the
I feel like
thing. Like,
humans made a lot of
if like,
mistakes.
okay, say you were the leader of. I'm not gonna say the world, but we'll say for simplicity's sake, say you're the leader of humanity. You're the world leader of humanity.
Okay.
Would you, and you happen to find life of somewhere else? Would you try to like? No, well, sure that. But these are all decisions you want to make. But would you try to have diplomacy with these alien?
Yes.
Really?
You have to.
No.
Like, okay, how would you do it?
Because if the aliens came over here, they have the technology to come over here. The fuck, and we don't have the technology. They can just squash us. I'm pretty sure they have the technology to also squash us. So we're not gonna be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. We'll fight you. Right? All right, we'll kill you first. Like what the fuck? So I don't know.
what if we have a weapon that they just can't compete against?
Chuck
You
Norris.
think so? You're
I
taking
mean,
that risk?
just that one story. Well, War of the Worlds.
Even
The flu killed the thing.
say we kill the people
Oh,
that
yeah,
came,
the flu.
the saucer that came here, the
Sure.
UFO. You don't think they'll be like, hey, dude, they take our UFO down. Let's send more, motherfucker.
I get it.
What are we doing?
I mean, okay, well, what I was getting at was like not exactly that. Like the way I would have gone about it, like I would have not sent ships and tried to set diplomacy immediately. I would observe them for a while and see like
Oh.
what they do, and like maybe try to send like
I guess, yeah.
other ways of communication without sending physical diplomacy. Like
What are you gonna put? Like a message in a bottle and
I don't
send
know.
it off?
like maybe like anything to try like to get their attention.
Basically, what you're talking about is the movie called
Oh, like a
Arrival.
radio signal?
Have you seen that movie?
Which movie?
Have you seen
Arrival?
that? Earlier this year, NASA picked up a radio signal
Oh.
from space, and they were like, "Oh, it's aliens."
They're bullshitting, man. They
I
bullshit
have
as
the
hard as hell.
article.
No, I know. But it was. I heard the sound wave and it was nonsense.
It was nonsense.
So then, like, how did it come here? Like,
I don't know. But
there's
yeah.
no sound in space. Like,
There's radio waves.
Well, they were
Is
like
there?
trying to like debunk it, and they were like, "Oh, it was like
some suns or
so
something.
no, not the sun." They were like, "Oh, like it was like the Mars rover or something like that." I don't know. They said something,
Maybe.
and they were like, or like I don't know. Maybe I'm
No,
getting.
I mean,
the
they
stories
didn't, I don't
mixed
think they
up,
call
but-
like an actual sound wave because sound can't travel in space.
They got
that was
a
just a
whole
radio
It
wave.
was like a
radio
radio,
wave.
yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, it's aliens. They're trying to contact us." And then, because like around that time, the government came out and was like, "Oh, UFOs are real," and they were like, "Oh, okay."
But no, that's dumb. UFOs is unidentified flying object. Of course they're
That's
real.
what Alex said. I was like, "Okay, but like aliens though."
Like
I mean,
an aircraft from a different country could
No,
be a
yeah,
UFO.
I get
I
that.
guess.
Technically, yes. But when you hear a UFO
But that's
exists,
dumb people
I
associating
know, but I'm
with
just
things.
that. But that is the general public
yes,
knowledge
but
of
like,
it.
That's
but
like
like you're talking about the
general
government,
knowledge.
and the government isn't going to
Common
use like
knowledge.
things, you know.
Yeah.
They're not gonna use these lame ass words like
I
fucking.
mean, it's not that it's lame. It's like
The-
it's that dumb people like
The
trying
general
to, like,
stingo.
Yeah.
No, the way like I was like kind of. I've seen some weird stuff in the sky because I used to live in like
The worst,
Arizona.
the worst
Like,
part is I have seen some weird stuff too,
yeah.
but I don't know.
The meteor shower that we all saw at Joe Pool. You
It
cannot
wasn't a
tell me
meteor
that.
shower, it's a satellite.
It
was like,
wasn't no satellites. It was
We
a
looked it up.
UFO.
You were there, right then?
The government was
Were you
trying to
there,
cover
Fred?
that shit up.
Well, we saw these like this like line of lights. They were
Mm.
above us, and we were just like, "What the fuck is
We
that?"
even told security.
Everyone,
we're like, what the
everyone
fuck
was
is
like,
that?
"Bro, it's aliens, it's aliens," and then I was like, "It can't be."
I
Bro.
was like, it's Predator.
And then we looked it up whenever we got home, and it was the Elon Musk like, I think it's like the Wi-Fi satellites or some shit.
It wasn't no satellites.
It was.
No, I don't believe it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Just because I've seen some wild stuff too. Like one time I was in the car, and like I saw this flash of light in the sky. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I look up, and like this light is green, and it's like it's flashing, and then it has the most sporadic movements. It's moving like a wild. And then, like, literally, like in the TV shows, I literally see it like zoom out into space and then disappear, and then that's it. And I was like, I was like, what's happening? And I was convinced it was aliens, but I don't know what the fuck it was. And I'm like, I don't know. Some
You
kid
just
was
said
trolling
it.
me, just flashing a light. Yeah,
You
I don't
said
know.
it was aliens. I'm telling
Nah, it
you.
can't be.
It's a simple explanation.
I've heard too many stories. I've seen too many stories. Because have you ever heard of that story about the two pilots and one of them went missing?
I feel like those are all bogus.
It's the air. No, like this one was real. Like it was like a pilot, and they went on like because you know how like they go in twos.
I mean, it's because accidents happen. and,
They went on
you
a
know,
routine
you
like flight, and like the pilot was like, "Oh, like something's wrong. Like there's something flying above you," and like the guy was like, "Huh?" Like and then like out of nowhere, motherfucker disappeared,
Oh,
and I was like, "Damn!" And then let's talk about the Malaysia flight, Amelia Earhart.
God.
Like, come on, there's so many
But is that the
things.
Bermuda Triangle or is that?
I mean, you've listened to Red Web. What like they always like, dude, it's always aliens. It's like
yeah, they talk about owls. And like, it's the owls.
all the owls. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe in aliens. Like,
yeah, I don't think
I
they're
got
aliens.
0%. You know, even because you know how y'all be like, you know, there's, it has to happen. You know, eventually again. You know, sure. I don't
Sure.
think so because I believe that you know there has to be like, there had to be you know I guess like a hand you know
Oh,
in the creation of life. There had to
there
be.
it is. That's why you
Who
said. That's why
says
you
that?
don't believe it.
God could have had like a little side project.
Maybe,
a side project that's bigger than us.
Yeah, like even then, it's like okay, he made Earth. Why make 1,000 fucking million more planets that are just like nothing?
You never know. Bro.
Alright.
He could be using them for something else. You know.
For what?
Yeah, for other fucking shit.
We destroyed this planet. There's no way he made other planets for us to go to after we destroyed this one.
I'm just not gonna say anything. Like I said, you know, I don't know. You know,
I feel
'cause
like-
I don't know. At the end, I actually don't.
yeah, I mean, we also don't know. It's
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's all. Like,
If we were the
just what
only
we believe.
ones in space, I feel like there would be like no other planets.
And we're never gonna know anyway, so who cares? Alright. We're never gonna know anyway, so who cares? You know?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
You think we're gonna know? We're never gonna know.
I mean, maybe at one point in
Oh,
humanity.
oh,
but if-
okay. We,
Oh,
as
yeah.
the people sitting here, are never gonna know. Maybe humanity in a fucking 1,000
Well,
years
that's
later.
the thing.
maybe.
Do you think like you feel like? Because I'm starting to think humanity isn't gonna make it for the next 10,000 years.
I mean, dude, fucking how long did the dinosaurs live here? They lived probably longer than we have. So I mean,
but I mean, they also like
they didn't do as much harm to the planet.
Their daily schedule was, eat, shit, sleep. You know?
I get it. But I'm just saying, like, there's other shit that's lived here before us. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of other shit living.
No, but we've also been harming the planet. I doubt they were like actually, doing more harm than good.
So you think we're gonna be the end and then Earth is done?
What do you mean?
Like we're gonna be the last.
Oh, you mean like you're like something else is gonna get
like after we die, like after we get extinct, that's it. No, nothing else gonna live.
There's animals.
Well, but that's the thing. Well, I wasn't really thinking about us killing ourselves. I really do believe that we can save ourselves from our self-destruction. But I was more thinking about the destruction of Earth is literally inevitable.
Oh yeah, but that's like fucking. You mean when like the star explodes and then fucking Earth just dies?
But I mean, there's also ways of like mass extinction from the Earth. Like,
see, I think so. Like the mass extinction of people, sure, but Earth is still gonna stay here. Like once, like if global warming completes and it just everything gets engulfed in water, fucking fishes are living. They're hell yeah, more fucking room to explore, and then maybe more land goes up. Or something.
We could always adapt though.
Become fucking Aquaman.
I wasn't saying all that. I was like, we could adapt to, because there's like tribes out there that like live in the water. Mm-hmm. They spend most of their time in the water.
Right. I heard they can hold their breath for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more than 15 minutes.
Like there's like skyscrapers out there we can get on top of and stuff.
Maybe, yeah. But how long is that gonna be sustainable?
Not long.
I don't know. So I'm pretty sure, like, if we do all die, I'm pretty sure there could be more species living after.
No, I know, but I mean, we're like, in my opinion, or from what I believe, we're the last sentient beings.
The last frontier.
We're the last sentient being, so.
Weren't we the first sentient beings as well?
Yeah, well, first and last. First and last.
So,
you're so funny.
No one. I doubt anything else is gonna pop up like lizards or something. It would be like, bro, let's build a city.
Maybe, you don't know. Maybe after like so many fucking years.
You never know. Millions of years after.
No. He's a hoe. Just to go back off of like what he said, like first and last. Whenever we first got together, I was like, oh, like, so like you don't believe in like we come from apes or whatever. He's like, I don't come from apes. Maybe you come from apes.
You're not about evolution.
I understand adaptation, and I agree with that, but not evolution.
Motherfucker called me a monkey. I was like, damn.
If you want to be a monkey, be a monkey, man. By all means, you're free to do.
So like, you don't believe in like the evolution or anything?
No, I don't believe we come from apes.
He's never had.
No.
So like the 7 different human species. You don't believe in them? How like we got 7 different blood types and stuff.
Oh, I don't know about it. I think
because I feel like
the way I see it from I don't like it, but I'm gonna say it, is that God does stuff for a reason,
Yeah, right.
if God sees that we need 7 different blood types, then we need 7 different.
Wait, so do you believe dinosaurs were real thing? Do you believe?
Yeah.
Okay, but then is there an explanation for like dinosaurs in the Bible?
They're in there. It's because
Are they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The Bible talks about giants in Genesis. It doesn't explicitly say because like apparently this is kind of like I don't really know much about it. Even that. I don't know. No. So there's giants. The direct definition that we get from like giants is Nephilim. Nephilim are like the sons of gods, or like the sons of men, and the sons of like gods or something like that, of angels. There we go. And there's also in that same Bible, there's also another word that's used, but it's also translated as giants, because our Bible comes from like the Hebrew Bible. It comes from like way back.
So when they're saying giants, they mean dinosaurs?
There's 2 different giants. There's the Nephilim, which is like the giant people, and then there's some different giants that they're not explicitly explained, but it just says giant.
Giant people. What do you mean giant people?
Like giants are in the Bible.
When you talk about that, I just picture Olympus. It's like the sons of Zeus.
I mean, it says the sons of men and the sons of angels, or something like that.
They're half breeds.
But they're basically like they're supposed to be half breeds, but they're giant.
Motherfucker doesn't believe we come from monkeys, but giants.
There's like proof though, like actual like giant remains of like people that were like 7-8 foot.
No, I mean besides that, I mean it's in the it's in there as to why they got wiped out. So I mean I'm just gonna go off of what they
So Bigfoot has to be real, right?
That's the missing link.
The last giant.
It's the last giant.
That's why he's minding his business right now.
No, yeah, I mean, but if you want to ask, yes, I mean the Bible doesn't disprove that dinosaurs were a thing. You know?
So do you think God wiped out the dinosaurs so that we could be here?
I don't know if he wiped them out because I mean there are like.
I mean, it was an asteroid. What if he just?
I mean, dinosaurs didn't just die because of an asteroid. That's a huge misconception.
I'm pretty sure it's just the impact of it later. Like,
I mean, yeah, just throughout. You know, a lot of them probably did die because of that, but I think a lot of them.
It was the first impact, but it was like.
So you think it was like the aftermath, like the smoke and
Probably,
stuff?
I don't know.
For sure, it wasn't the asteroid thing that sent us into an ice age.
It wasn't. That's what sent us into an ice age, but it didn't wipe out everything.
I get so sad when I think about the dinosaurs dying. Like they must have been so scared.
And they live fucking years.
The crazy part, okay, now
there's eras of dinosaurs.
No, there is, but like the thing that's wild because as a kid I fucking loved dinosaurs. I loved everything about it, like the history, just everything.
Now you hate them.
I'm getting to it
with a passion.
But like as a kid, I had an idea of what dinosaurs look like. You know,
because now they're like feathered.
Well, like I believed what the media was selling me about my dinosaurs. I watched the fucking movie Dinosaurs. I'm like, that's how dinosaurs look, bro. Oh my god, bro.
The dinosaur movie of like the Pixar movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love that movie.
That's a good
I love it too.
Yeah, and like
it's animated.
I watched fucking Time Before
the Land Before Time.
And like I'm like this
top tier.
I did not doubt that that's not how dinosaurs looked. And then now like I'm like, wait, hold up. We actually never knew what the fuck they look like. This is all guessings. Yeah. And the thing about it more scientifically, we have no idea how these motherfuckers looked. You know, it's like fucking crazy.
It's just scientific guessing, I guess.
T-Rex had wings.
I mean, there's also like I don't know if there's proof, but there's like I guess talkings that apparently humans back then were also way more fucking bigger. They were like
the Neanderthals?
Huh? I don't know if they were big dinosaurs, but apparently they were
what?
They were like at a bigger like stature and stuff because they talk about like heights and stuff.
Were they hanging out of trees too?
What
are you on about?
No, like
you're like, nah, evolution is not a thing, but before they were fucking huge.
No, I mean apparently, I don't know. This is just what I've heard and stuff. Like I'm not even saying that this is part of like the Bible or anything. I'm just saying what I heard.
From where?
Just we used to be huge, and then Kevin Genetics got passed out.
I mean,
I was about to say
Kevin,
I was like, damn, Kevin got fucked.
But no, I mean, apparently, there's like kind of like proof that humans used to be a little bit bigger than what they are now.
I'm sorry, that shit reminded me of the mukbang that we did. Whenever you were like, "Oh, Kevin's trying to rip me up," and I was like, "Tell Kevin Middle Earth called the Hobbits morning back."
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, it's just whatever they find.
I thought humans didn't even exist when dinosaurs did. I thought they did not come
same thing.
Yeah,
they existed when well, yeah, I'm assuming they existed when what's it called?
When Jurassic Park happened.
No, when
the Ice Age.
Yeah, but like you have to remember that Ice Age went like for years and years and years and years. It wasn't just like a 2-3 year thing.
No,
that's the mammoths were.
That's what I was saying. Mammoths.
Mammoths are huge too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they lived during the mammoth era, but not during dinosaurs. I don't think. Maybe I don't know.
Man, I'm so glad I got born in like this era and not like the Ice Age or like the Aztec area because imagine like
or the middle.
I mean,
middle times.
When I think about it, because I used to say the same thing, but then I'm like, wait a minute, what if I was born in the year 3000? That shit kind of scrolls out. I feel like the most current is like everybody who like is currently living or like back in the 1900s. The the 5-year-old in the 19 is like, I'm so glad I was born this time because they look back and like, that shit ass.
So I was like, bro, railroads, I have a car now, man.
No, that shit is so like awkward whenever you're like, oh, I was born in the wrong era, and it's like, what era were you? The 1950s?
I'm like, oh,
when you were more racist. Like,
of all the eras of like humans, the one that was like, I'm like, that's crazy that happened, or like, besides all the shitty things, is the Middle Ages. It was like.
Like the Dark Ages, kind of,
or the Dark Age, Middle Ages, Dark Ages,
like the Black Plague area, or
no, that's wait.
Like, there's like knights and like a lot of kings.
Oh, the medieval times.
Yeah, medieval area. Like that's some eras. Like that's crazy that actually happened. If it did happen,
I mean, it's because they used to live so separately from like
You think fairies were real back then?
So much bigger back then.
Well,
now it's exceedingly small.
It is.
Like it'd be cool to visit the era, but it'd be ass to live in the era. It's just so much death because you get sick from the food, you sick from anything.
Oh my god!
Everything
I know,
would
right?
be so like I don't think anyone like really cared about hygiene that much.
No, that's what I was about to say. My only thing is that I wouldn't want to go back there because everyone goes smell like armpits. Hell no,
it wasn't invented.
No, bro. Everyone gonna be smelling like armpits. Nobody gonna be able to raise their hand.
You gonna be walking around like.
Because you either live royally in like the fucking castle, or you're a peasant, and you most likely you're gonna be a peasant.
You become Robin Hood, let's steal from the rich.
Robin Hood was the original Captain Save-A-Ho. Stupid hot take right now. But I'm being serious though. I'd probably want to be born a princess if I were.
I mean, no, really.
It's like, damn, I thought you want to be a peasant.
Man, I'd be in that 1 and 3. No.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to be a peasant just to fucking,
No, you wouldn't. Who wants to be a peasant?
Just be fucking crazy, bro. They have to do all the farming. They have to do everything.
I don't know, bro. When you're eating you're eating like scraps, bro. I don't think you get pretty big, bro.
Please, can I have some bread? Like,
I'll find a way, bro.
You don't have fun like the first 2 days after. It's like, dude, this.
So would you go back to the medieval times, knowing that you have the knowledge now, and be like, oh, let me take a boat out?
Anything with that?
I mean, I feel like.
No, but you could be like,
if we had the knowledge we have now and go back there, we'd probably do a lot better than what they had. Because, back then they had no education.
Yeah.
So, they had no...
Yeah, they were
no way of, like, knowing how to do certain stuff, Like, they were just guessing at it, So, if we actually, looked up, like, over here, Google, how to grow corn. The best way to make a pig fat, You'd be dumb now, just get a couple
There
goats.
were like civilizations that knew what they were doing. Like, I just watched like this video about how like the Aztecs, they were very, very like smart. Like they were one of the only civilizations like in that era that had like a concept of time.
I mean, the Incans, bro, they were.
Then they had like a clock that they did like on the
ground. Like, and they were like,
and the sun dictated like
No,
they had the wheel.
Like the Incans also had like the
tortillas,
the escalated farmland.
I think the only goofy thing that the Aztecs had was their pozole.
Or like I forgot what it's called. But
you know what it was made out of?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like primitive technology is fucking wild. The thing that's crazy and like blows my fucking mind is the fucking Romans. Because apparently they were so goddamn advanced that like even to this day like there's some shit we don't know like how they did. Like, but for some reason, the Ottomans decided to destroy everything.
I mean, the Roman concrete, bro.
Oh, when they destroyed the libraries?
Yeah, they destroyed everything.
Yeah.
And so
man, that was so sad.
Like, the Colosseum is still standing, or, some part of it is still standing, and it's been so fucking long, and it's something that they created from scratch.
Yeah. It's fucking wild.
Their art was beautiful, too.
Like, I think that's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
And they're showing the books, or what?
No, just that their technology is, like, it's even to this day is still like
unrivaled.
Not unrivaled because obviously we have better technology, but like it's
advanced for their time.
It is advanced, but it's what's it called? We can't recreate it. We can't we can't recreate it.
Replicate it.
Replicate it. Yeah, we can't replicate it. Like it's like.
I mean, do you think we can't replicate it because we don't have the details of what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure if we had the books, it would be like.
But I think it's like I think it's literally stated that I think Roman concrete is actually stronger than any concrete we've made so far.
Like vibranium.
No, but I think like the roads were also like I think they were also the first, I guess, inventors of the aquifer.
Oh, yeah,
Of, like the
This just delivers water
Yeah.
to cities. And you had like
and you also like it helped with like the restroom situation.
They made the silk trade, right? The road.
They have a
That's
Roman
China.
road. I mean that road was humongous.
I mean, it was
just a-
big. It's like
it was just a road for people to
360.
trade.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they did have Roman roads. I have heard that those were also like
that's so
Really proud.
crazy. I don't know.
Romans. I also heard that they got too comfortable and that was their downfall.
Yeah.
they got too comfortable with what they had, and they started to be like, man, you know what? Let's
They
just
got-
drink. You know?
End of the day, I'm happy with the era I was born in.
Yeah, same. All right, we gotta wrap up. Any last
damn.
things you want to talk about?
Let's talk about global warming.
Talk about what?
Global warming.
Oh my god. No, like the last thing I guess is, you know what I miss from like middle school, high school that I don't think I've had in college really? It's history. It's like history class is like, dude, history class is like, before I didn't really appreciate it, or like I didn't really like, fuck with history class. But history class is actually interesting.
Yeah.
Like just knowing the history of things is like, it's interesting what happened before and stuff. Like
No,
it's
like-
still knowledge and like, don't make the same mistake as before, but whatever. But it's cool. I
No,
like history.
I love the history between like the Crusades and all that. Like, or like during those times, that shit's so cool. But we'll wrap it up
Alright.
next time.
Well, that was Blast of the Past, the goofy episode. Alright, that's it. Goofy
Goofy's out.
podcast out.
Signing off.
Heather,